What up guys, Payton here once again and welcome back to my Swansea career on FIFA 14. It's time for the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Manchester United against Swansea. In the other semi-final, Tottenham will be playing Norwich. So it could potentially be a Swansea-Tottenham final again. Or it could be Swansea-Norwich final. I don't really need to tell you how it works with the FA Cup, but you know, it's just those thoughts, those dreams that Swansea could be going through to the semi-finals. But we had to get through Manchester United first. Manchester United not doing the best in the Premier League, but they're doing pretty good in their the domestic cups this season. They've already won the Capital One Cup. They're looking for that FA Cup. David Moyes still at the club, which I'm kind of shocked at after 3 seasons of not really winning that much, especially when it comes to the Premier League. The Premier League means the most to Man United. I would know as a United fan myself, so it's just not good enough from David Moyes, just like it was in real life. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Man United. Pablo Hernandez almost got Swansea off to a flyer with that first time shot. It was unfortunate though, as it went sailing over the crossbar, just a bit too much power behind it. But a pass over the top by Wayne Rooney, found Kagawa, who made it 1-0 to Manchester United. Cheeky chip as well, let the ball drop, and Carl Bartley came in to try and intercept that from happening, but he was just too slow off the mark, and Form came out to try and meet him with the ball, trying to stop it, maybe deflect it away, but Kagawa was already there, just too quick, and made it 1-0 to United. Now, we had a bit of good news, not good if you're a United fan, but obviously good for Swansea fans. Chris Smalling got injured after that challenge by Bonnie. As you saw on the replay, Bonnie just came in and wiped Smalling out completely with the head and then pushed him to the ground, making him fall funny. So he went off with that injury. I did think that that would leave a gap then in their defence. I'm not too sure who replaced Smalling. I will have to go and look at the raw file of the recording just to see who it was. But look at that, Nani made it 2-0 before half-time. I was so annoyed. As soon as he scored that second goal, I just felt like putting the controller down and saying, you know what, I'll come back to this later because that's it. You know, I'm just not in the mood for actually playing FIFA now. But I didn't, did I? I kept playing. And in the second half, they almost made it 3-0 there. Nani with another chance, and time was running out. I was just making it harder on myself. And at this point that you're watching right now, I knew it was all over. Van Persie did make it 3-0. It was just having fun, United here. And I was annoyed because obviously I want to be successful in this career mode save. I want to be going through to the final. I want to be winning trophies with Swansea. And I failed to do that. I think I've only won the FA Cup and the Capital One Cup. I've won the Europa League. That's huge for Swansea. I've done that. And I think I have done the Capital One Cup. I'm going to have to go back and check on all that anyway. So with that put behind us, we are at the FA Cup now. We lost 3-0 in the end against United. And we've just got the Premier League to concentrate on now. That's my main focus anyway. Our next game was against Norwich. And look at that for a shot by Bonnie. Why couldn't that have just been slightly under the crossbar? It would have been a fantastic goal. It would have been a great way to start off this game against Norwich early on as well. And we could have just built from there. But minutes after that, had another chance here with Bonnie. I went for the cheeky chip, seeing if I could get him scoring those again, because I know that in past seasons that I did get Bonnie scoring quite a few cheeky chips. But with Ruddy deflecting the ball away, it allowed Tom Huddleston to use his height to his advantage and just head that into the back of the net. Ruddy unable to recover and get back across his line. He even failed there to stop it going in, even though he dived fully stretched. So Swansea 1-0 up against Norwich. And now, you know, I've just got to make sure that I win every game. If we can do that, and fingers crossed that maybe Chelsea or Liverpool slip up somewhere, we'll be able to win the Premier League. That's my main focus, as I've already mentioned. It has to be now. Plus fixtures are thinning out now, obviously, because we're at the end of the season almost. And so that means we'll be playing one game every week. So players are going to be a lot fitter. They're going to be fully fit for every game that we play. So I'll be picking my best starting 11, and we don't really have any players out with long-term injuries apart from Nathan Dyer, but I think he's on the men now. I think he's almost fully fit and raring to go for the last couple of games. But Leroy Fer here for Norwich, looking positive, and wow, just look at that. If you guys thought that loss against United was bad, then I think that moment tops it. What I was trying to do, you know what, there should be no excuse for that. That's just poor. It's just poor. So with that behind me, Norwich were back in the game and a chance maybe to get an equaliser. But Huddleston, as you'll see here right now, displayed some great dribbling skills, weaving in and out, and then finally took a shot, really got a fingertip to it, pushing the ball back onto the post, and it just went out, allowing Norwich to just clear the danger completely. Bonnie came very close to extending Swansea's lead to 2 goals, making it 3-1, but really with a good save, stopping that from happening. We did win the game, but I could have kept that clean sheet if I didn't make that stupid mistake. So stupid. So it was on to our next game, the last game of April. We were playing away at Goodison Park against Everton. There was the league table, Liverpool top by 2 points with Chelsea so close behind them. But this Swansea side are 6 points behind Liverpool with 6 games to go. We've really got our work cut out if we want to be lifting that trophy come what may. But to be fair, we've been doing fantastic when it comes to the league. Put aside the Champions League loss and also the FA Cup loss. When it comes to the league, we've been doing great, kept that momentum going. We've kept up with Man City, we've kept up with Liverpool and Chelsea. So we might as well see it to the end, you know. I did change the formation for the trip to Goodison Park. I changed it to the 4-4-2, very basic I know, but as I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, after signing Josie Altidore, I wanted to try and create like a perfect partnership going between Bonnie and Altidore, get them to compete in to score goals. I did the same sort of thing on my FIFA 13 career mode with Everton. If you guys remember that, you know, when I got Darren Bent and Jordan Ayew playing off each other, it's fantastic that was. And because Bonnie and Altidore are very similar with their personalities on the pitch, I thought maybe it might work. Maybe we can get this going. Now, unfortunately, we got off to a bad start against Everton. Ross Barkley with that goal. Very simple header for him as he was just one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Another, I suppose you could mark that down as another bad mistake made from Swansea. I seriously needed to cut that out. We had a good opportunity here and it happened. Oh, it happened for Swansea. Yes, it did. John Joe Shelvey with great control, good first touch, smacked the ball, beating their keeper, hitting the post and going into the back of the net. I wanted to just go and pick up the ball. I didn't want to celebrate with Bonnie, but I suppose a goal like that you need to be celebrating. But there's plenty of time to get a second goal, maybe the winning goal. I know I've said that many times before and it hasn't worked out, but we could do it. We can do it. We've got the quality in the side. Let's start creating moments that Swansea fans are going to be creating for years to come. Bonnie could see Shelvey in space, went for the finesse shot, keeper saved, and in comes Jonathan Vieira, and the ball took a deflection off Shelvey's ass. Now that is a moment to remember. Swansea 2-1 up against Everton in the 88th minute, thanks to Shelvey's ass. Fantastic. I don't care how it was scored, as long as we got that winning goal. And we did go on. I mean, there's a better shot of the ball, just slightly deflecting off Shelvey's ass. And we did go on to actually beat Everton 2-1. So another 2-1 win, another set of 3 points. And we're just getting closer now. Every game that goes by, we're just one step closer to the last game of the season, where I think it's all going to come down to. Here are our remaining fixtures. So up next we've got Nottingham Forest. And then a couple of days after that, we've got Reading, and then we've got Fulham, and then we've got Sunderland. We've got a whole week then for rest, and then on the Sunday is the last day of the Premier League, and that's to be played against Tottenham. And here was the league table as well. As you can see, Chelsea still on top. I'm just going to keep updating you guys with the current standings of the league table as we get closer and closer, because it's so crucial now. We do have a game in hand as Liverpool and Chelsea have played theirs. Just have to keep winning. Simple as that. Up next was Nottingham Forest. As you know, you've already seen the calendar. There was my starting 11. Back to the 4-2-3-1, because to be fair, it's no time to be experimenting with formations and who plays where, especially at this late stage in the season. But we got off to a flyer. Wilfred Bonnet got the opening goal. Just under 10 minutes gone of the game. He can't stop scoring. I think he's up to a total of 16-17 goals now this season. He's also the top goal scorer, so not too bad, and it reflects on our position in the league with the amount of goals that he has scored. Tom Huddleston seems to be stepping up his game recently. He seemed to be slipping at the start of this season, but as it's gone on, he's getting much better and just going along with it. John Matip, just before half time, made it 2-0 against Forest. Swansea City would indeed come away with all 3 points in this game. Guys, in the next episode you'll be able to find out whether we do lift our first ever Premier League trophy. It's going to be very interesting. Exciting times are ahead for Swansea. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. I'll see you all very soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.
I'll leave you with the full match highlights.